A pleasant day to all. Once again, I am Dr. Jerome Magallen, your friend and coach. So today, we will be talking about setting goals for success, achieving college success and beyond. College life is fun and exciting. However, it is also full of challenges. In terms of doing your schoolwork, it can definitely be challenging. There will be multiple courses that you take at once. Many of your instructors assign multiple assignments and projects. There will also be a tough competition when you want to achieve higher grades in class. College is often seen as a risk-free, safe choice that increases your chances of career stability. However, striving for a degree in college education is one of the most risk-filled and potentially rewarding actions you will take in your lifetime. To follow this path, you risk your most valuable resources, your time, money, and yourself. Only with this risk come the rewards essential to your success. Skills, intelligence, motivation, employment, and growth advancement can be yours, but only as a result of hard work, dedication, and focus. Being a successful student and achieving continued academic success is fundamental for one to achieve college degree or be able to achieve your professional degree. College can also be rewarding growth, experience, and easier when setting up proper goals or setting up the goals. Having educational and career goals helps students keep the focus and motivation. Students must empower themselves to take charge of their academic and lifelong success. Students shall explore and develop qualities that help them make wise choices and create success, such as personal responsibility and emotional intelligence. Students shall also explore and develop qualities that will help them achieve academic experiences, how personal and these academic experiences can help them become career ready. Carter and Kravitz in the book Keys to College Success compacts show what you can gain from college, and there are studies that show the following benefits of a college education. Number one, increased income. College graduates earn on average than those with high school diploma. Increased chances of finding and keeping a job. The unemployment rate for college graduates is less as compared to the high school graduates. Another is better health. With the knowledge and increased self-awareness that college often brings, both college graduates and their children are more likely to stay healthy. Another is more money for the future. College graduates on average put away more money in savings and investments. Another is broader thinking. College graduates tend to be more open-minded, and less prejudiced. They generally have more understanding of cultures as well as more knowledge of the world. Another is better decision making. As consumers, college graduates tend to think more carefully and comprehensively about the pros and cons of a purchase before doing it. Now, these are some overviews of the college outcomes. think more broadly about how your thinking can also set up for success in your college experience and beyond. How can you acquire habits that can pay off in your school years and on to professional life? The K is discipline. Discipline is an invaluable skill to learn and develop over the course of your life and will help you tremendously throughout your academic career. Inevitably, as a student, there will always be subjects you don't love and periods of distraction in your life, which is why it is so important to develop discipline in order to succeed through those times of less motivation. Even if it is something that doesn't come naturally to you, there are always ways to find and cultivate strategies. There is a saying, whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but those who hate correction is stupid. You have only one life to live. It is too precious to be wasted. Live it the productive way and fulfilling way. Begin it with your studies. The most effective, time-saving, and rewarding way to lighten your study is to acquire good study habits. A standing grade, good preparation for future career, and strong life coping values result from knowing right approaches in your study. With right study habits, you can even have more time for fun and friends while fulfilling your school requirements. 10 Keys to College Success by E.S. Leung Yao, published in Goodreads, presents great tips on how to develop discipline for students. This is capsulated in the acrostic discipline, which are essentials for good study habits for better and more effective learning. Discipline stands for D. Diligence, I. Interest, S. Scheduling, C. Concentration, I. Involvement, P. Planning and preparation, L. Listening, I. Integrity, N. Note-taking, and E. Enjoyment. Now let's start with D, or diligence. Webster defined it as a constant, steady effort to accomplish a task. Diligent means industrious, careful, and steadily attentive. Responsibilities, quality work, and perseverance come to mind when we talk of diligence. Investing wisely. Part of life's responsibilities is the wise use of given opportunities, so not everybody can go to school and learn. There are thousands who want to study, but the lack of money to do so hinders them from pursuing their education. For others who want to learn, schools are too far and there are not enough teachers. So if you are enrolled in a school, be thankful and make the most of your student life. I stands for interest. Interest is motivating. Like a story of a young man who entered the wrong class, but instead of walking out, he got so interested in the subject that he enrolled in the class. Eventually, he built his career on that subject. Such is the motivating and sustaining power of interest. There are basically two kinds of interest. We have natural and also cultivated. To be born and naturally keen and interested on a subject is a blessing. On the other hand, to cultivate interest in wisdom and discipline. How can you cultivate new interest? See with curiosity, open your eyes and look around you with a searching mind and heart. Read, observe, and inquire. Discover the beauty of language and communication, God's creation of marvelous nature, the wonders of the rising technology as well. S stands for scheduling. Scheduling is an effective device for a profitable use of time. C stands for concentration. Efficient and effective learning does not necessarily depend on the amount of time devoted to study. Concentration is focusing in your mind. Indeed, you can practice the art of concentration. I stands for involvement. School life is not all about academics. Neither is learning accomplished only through individual activity. Involvement in the activities of the class, school, as well as your society can add up to your experience and broaden your education and deepen your insights of life. But what stops the majority from getting involved? So here are some barriers. First, shyness. This is caused by brooding too much on what people think about you. You tend to be bothered with inferior thoughts of yourself. Another barrier is called laziness. Causes many students to remain uninvolved in the class, school, and community. They idle away the hours and days in chit-chat, daydreams, and doing nothing. These students ignore the wisdom of hard work in the preparation for tomorrow. Another barrier is selfishness. So this is too much putting oneself first. A self-centered student does things mainly for what he can get out of it. He ignored the feeling and well-being of other people. There are many ways to get involved. First, share what you know. If you are good in math, offer to help your classmates to learn. Join a co-curricular activity in the school. Be a member of a club and nurture your interest. Develop your abilities and strengthen your confidence. Get involved in issues affecting society. Learn to write letters to the editor of the publication or involved in campus journalism. Spearhead charitable projects in the school and also outreach program and visitations. P for planning and preparation. Planning and preparation are twin corner that are needed for an undertaking to succeed. Why are planning and preparation crucial? Primarily because they need you to look ahead, give you direction, forewarn or forearm you of possible snags and pitfalls. They serve as blueprints for a mental run through of an action. Proper planning and preparation foster greater efficiency in your study performance. Now let's proceed to L, which is listening. Many can hear and yet are deaf. Many can hear and yet do not understand. It is sad to think that hearing people have not made the best use of their ears. There is difference between listening and hearing. Hearing is faculty. Listening is discipline. Hearing is physical, while listening is mental. Good listening demands concentration and active mental participation. I stands for integrity. Edward Sims cautions, there is no way to pull off cheating. You cannot lie to life. You may deceive your teacher about what you know, but you cannot deceive life. When you choose the way of dishonesty and deception, you always lose when you think you have gained. You lose the respect of others, you lose your self-respect, and you lose touch with God. So, more importantly, academic honesty is important. Lying and deceptions are sins, and sin separates man from God. N stands for note-taking. Note-taking is vital skill every student needs to learn. Most students, however, do not know how to take down notes properly. There are others even copy their seatmates' notes, and the rest don't bother at all. Next is enjoyment. Enthusiasm stresses Robert Huff Shuffler is a thing that makes the world go around. Without it driving power, nothing worth doing has ever been done. Apart from it, joy cannot live. What does discipline require? First is goal setting. We must set clearly our goals and then strive towards excellence. Excellence is not a perfection. Nothing is perfect. To strive for excellence means to develop fully what you already have. Your intellectual, emotional, social, moral, physical, and spiritual potentials. Setting balance. To have a meaningful, relevant, and practical education, there must be a proper balance of mindsets. Then we also have here values. Spiritual, cultural, and universal values prepare you to journey through life. This give you the strength and sensitivity to cope with all of life's laughters and tears, its joys and griefs, its hopes and disappointments, its successes and failures. Spiritual values that exalt the one sovereign God, cultural and universal values that advocate national and international brotherhood, make for a stronger nation and a more peaceful world. Then we also have application. The final test for genuine learning is applying what you have learned. Your head knowledge, theories, and ideas must become practical, useful, and relevant realities. Then we also have here self-monitoring. It is also an important aspect. Research indicates that one key characteristic of successful college students is that they monitor their own performance. That is, they maintain awareness of how effectively they are learning. For example, they pay attention to whether they are really paying attention in class, and if they are actually learning what they are attempting to learn. For example, if they are truly understanding the material they are studying or merely memorizing it. This is according to Weinstein and Mayer in 1991. Then faith in God is also an important thing. Above all, learning and application need to be rooted and based on faith in God. Many students just drift through college confused, anxious, fearful, and perhaps frustrated. Faith in God is an anchor that keeps you steady in the changing currents of life. A right relationship with God gives meaning and direction to all that you do. Learning and living with a purpose come with knowing God personally. Then choosing the best. Circumstances often don't turn out exactly as you want them to. A wise perspective includes making the best of a situation. There are standards in connecting academic success to success beyond the school. How students apply strategies with college life, career, and life. In today's situation, a lot of demands are faced by students. There will be more extensive research-based projects that empower a range of cognitive ability, increase metacognition to connect career and life, goal achievement, analytical and creative skills, and also the practical application. Moreover, college students in 2020 need relevant information during the time of COVID-19 pandemic. Students need to update their digital skills to keep abreast with the new normal in teaching and learning. New opportunities, new modalities, new styles are introduced that need our extra persistence, resilience, strength, and purpose. Students need to raise their competence level for them to grow, thrive, gain employment, have meaningful work, and community and civic services. Again, this is Dr. Jerome Magallen. Have a pleasant day to all.